You read that right. It says we win every day. That is fact. That is truth. Test me. Check out my stuff. But honestly, we win every day. But yes, we lose every day too. That is also fact. And is every day a winning day? Definitely not. Definitely not. If anybody told you that every day is a winning day, do not believe them because it's just not true. You cannot win every day, although we try every day to make it a winning day. But this topic came to me because of yesterday. Some of the guys in the Discord asked for the plays, and I said, "All right, you know what? Let me put some plays out because every it's not every day that I give out the plays. I try and give it out as much as I can, but sometimes I'm a bit busy with other things. So, um, yesterday I put out the plays and it was a losing day. And if you hop on, like you start to follow on a losing day, the you would make a snap judgment and say like this dude sucks or what is he talking about? They're not even good or whatever, right? You make that snap judgment saying that he lost yesterday and it was really really bad. But the truth is like yeah, everybody has losing days, everybody has winning days, just like I'm sure you do, right? And the idea is that do you have more winning days than losing days? And for most regular sports gamblers, they have more losing days than winning days. And it's just fact because I've been through that. And now, as we've learned what to play and how to play, we have more winning than losing. But in reality, it's really about how much you play. And so if you followed a guy that was winning or that just lost one day, you're not going to get to where you want to go. And he's not going to help you with just that one day of winning. So, the reality is we win and lose every day. You can't just follow one day. And why is that the truth? Why is it the truth? You can't judge somebody on one day even if they won that one day or even 2 days and you're like, oh, this guy is really good, he knows what he's talking about. There's something called the law of large numbers, and that's something that I'm going to share with you. And so there's like something called the gambler's fallacy, and it's basically the story of the heads versus tails. So if a guy flips the coin 5 times and it's always heads, the sixth time is it going to be tails? And the percentage is still 50-50. But if you look at maybe something like what they say, this is the law of averages, it's like it should be tails, but that the probability is the percentage that it's heads or tails on that next flip is still 50-50. But this 50% of law of averages becomes true when you look at the law of large numbers. So I'm going to share with you the definition of the law of large numbers. If I can figure this out. Okay. What is the law of large numbers? In statistics and probability theory, the law of large numbers is a theorem that describes the result of repeating the same experiment a large number of times. So that means you need a large number of times. The large number theorem states that if the same experiment or study is repeated independently a large number of times, the average of the results of the trials must be close to the expected value. The result becomes closer to the expected value as the number of trials is increased. The law of large numbers is an important concept in statistics because it states that the random events with a large number of trials may return stable long-term results. Note that the theorem deals only with large numbers of trials, while the average of the results of the experiment repeated a small number of times might be substantially different from the expected value. However, each additional trial increases the precision of the average result. So what does that let me switch this. What does that actually mean? So what they're saying is that you're going to get to that expected value if your sample size is really large. So, in the terms of sports gambling, 1 day sample size is not enough. 2 day sample size is not enough. 1 week sample size, if you have a large amount of bets in a 1 week sample size, maybe that could be enough. But more like a month, a year, a season, those are large sample sizes. And for me, working with the team that I'm with, and seeing the sample size that, like, we play so many games and we play every day, and just amongst that large sample size, we start to get to our expected value. And if we make positive EV plays, we expect to have positive expected value over the long term. So if you joined the plays yesterday, if you saw the plays, then you would say like, ah, this guy sucks, right? But then keep sticking with it, stick with it, and you'll see over time, like, oh wow, that's how they win. And you know, when normal sports gamblers play, they never take that into consideration. They never think long term, because when they if they they're not able to think long term because they got to pay up next week. And when they pay up next week, that all that is forgotten, what happened, this and that. Because if you're not working with a bankroll, sometimes you're thinking week to week or day to day, like, oh no, I'm down so much this week and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I probably can't play next week. And I'm sure you've been through that, and that's what kills you as a sports gambler. You end up quitting, right? So what do we play? We play it all: basketball, college basketball, women's college basketball, NBA, WNBA, tennis, uh, NFL, like random basketball, so many different things, because it's the law of large numbers. We place so many bets, and especially during college basketball, oh man, we got practically all the games going. So over that large sample size of bets every day, then we can get closer to our expected value, even though 1 day could be losing, another day could be losing, maybe into the next day is up, the next day is up. So, if you're hopping in and hopping out, you'll never get to where you want to go with that positive EV. So, though that's what I'm talking about. And if you missed the plays I shared the other day, good for you. But you know what? There's also a new opportunity, which is today or tomorrow or the next day and every day. So if you wanted to follow those plays, just join the Discord in the chat. I post there sometimes the plays. Sometimes I'll post it on TikTok. So if you got TikTok, look me up. But I appreciate you guys following. Please like, subscribe, and share this, because this is important information. And if you're in the books, good luck today.